Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Raw, Authentic, Uncut version of Open Minds to Open Hands. My name is Coach Eve. They often call me the legendary Coach Eve. I'm your host for today, a positive mindset coach, a clinical hypnotherapist who walked through fire, and I'm here to help you rise. I have a special guest today, everyone. We have Smoenjala back in our studio. How lovely is that? Guys, today we're going to talk about so many great things. So stay tuned. If not, then watch the replay. So let me introduce you, my beautiful viewers, my VIP guest. She's a visionary artist and spiritual healer dedicated to spreading universal love through her worldwide project. Her journey, known as the Inner Peace, involving anchoring and strengthening love across the planet. She is an energy sound therapist, a pioneer in New Age quantum healing art. In every moment, Smoenjala remains in a divine presence, humbling, acknowledging herself as a tool of divine. How wonderful, how wonderful. Today we're going to talk about um, lot of great things. What's holding the light worker back from fulfilling their higher purpose? What is really a light worker? And what was changing? How was the shift between 10 years ago, how the light workers are operating, and how the light workers are operating now, and how this wonderful, amazing source, Monjala, can able to help you to activate, to really activate that search, what you're looking for. Perhaps you want to be a light worker, you don't know how to activate your energies, and she is a wonderful tool. She's a wonderful person to able to help you to do so. So thank you for coming and thank you for being our show. How are you doing today?
Hello, thank you for inviting me. And I'm very happy that we can talk today about this team of light workers because I think a lot of people are awakening now. And they feel the call in themselves inside that there is something more in them. There is something more as a functional person, as something is sometimes prickling, sometimes is a call, sometimes it comes in a way that we are questioning ourselves. What am I doing here? Is this really the life? Is this really why am I here? What I'm doing or what I did until now? Or sometimes it comes up like I don't like my work anymore,
Mm,
or I don't want to work only for money. I feel that I wish something to do which is deep in my inside, and I sense that. But to make a work that gives me joy. So and many people are in that in this kind of different emotions, feeling, thoughts, and they're searching in the inside, they're searching in the outside, and that's a part of this collective awakening. And of course, the awakening is not happening like bam, and everybody is enlightened. This is not the way. Each person, each soul has an individual path, and this individual path is actually calling now, calling stronger than ever before. And well, you ask me about, or you talk about how did that looks before, like years before. You say 10 years, but I say 10 or 25 years ago and now. It's a huge difference.
yes,
It's
yes.
an amazing difference. And mm, I saw this like 20 years already ago. I could see that. I see always when the shifts are coming or more portals are opening or some higher energy shiftings and elevation is coming. I used to see that. And especially, I see that in my work, that when I make sessions with people, or I make meditations, group meditations, or different sessions with people, and then I can see what that started like more than 20 years ago, that I started to see the big difference, how I started to work, how I started to work on myself to be able to fulfill my higher purpose. And this is exactly that point. We all are here with a higher purpose, with a soul purpose, which is not the physical human, which is embodied in this physical body. But this awakening comes to that, who I am truly. And I started to see this in my work with people, in their sessions, that when I started to work on myself, exactly for to be able cleaning up karma, cleaning up karma, making the learning process of the cleaned up karma to see, to understand what did I not learn back times, why I had the possibility to work uh, energetically in the way that I clear karma, but it's always important that we understand, we learn that to not repeat. So it is just to dissolve karma. This is not serving, because we need to learn. We are here to learn, and that I saw how, if I compared with my past, which I worked really, really hard, years and years and years, uh, and to be able to make this work also with a very high ethic, spiritual ethic, which is another issue, which is very important, and with a very high responsibility. That's for me the two basic, which is um, enormous important, and many people don't understand, or they don't see that, even if they make energetic work. So this is something I would like to talk about it. But then I saw how that really started to work faster and faster and faster. And now we are actually, in those times, it was still really present, this linear timeline, how this linear timeline works. And but that started to get faster. And now we have different movements in the timelines. We have it is, we move in timelines actually, and we are able to move, and some people even get a little bit disturbed or confused about it. So that's maybe another theme, how to deal with these kind of things, because our own multidimensionality is opening. It's
Mm.
opening up, and if you're not prepared, maybe you got a psychosis, or you don't know what happens with you, or you think you're crazy, but no, you're not. It is just something basically changing on the whole planet,
Yes.
and in the
Yes,
human,
you need to.
yeah, and in the human collective.
Yeah, thank you for highlighting that, because that is so important. Us light workers, or us healers, coaches, practitioners, to handle the energy, how to handle that energy, and how to overcome, as well as we are, overwhelmed sometimes, and we are getting victimizing ourselves, and how can transform that energy, what you actually we experience in our life as well. And I know for fact, you help me, you are my mentor, you are my wonderful mentor, who are really teaching me how to control and how to work and how to handle these energies, what comes from the divine. um, and I would like you to just, touch bases a little bit for our viewers. How do you do that, and how, light workers can able to manage their energy level?
Well, that's not so easy. It's not like a here recipe, like a cookbook, and everybody can do that. It's not like that. So definitely not. Who's saying it is like this is lying. But we all have a path to come so far, that we are able to work, that we notice consciously what is going on, because many people, yet they notice there is something, but they don't know what happens with them, and they get really freaked out. And really, I see many people, they're falling apart, they are all over the place, they freak out, they're absolutely overwhelmed with sometimes the flashbacks from past lives, the flashbacks from childhood, because something wants to come up, something wants to clean up. It's nothing, nothing left to hide. Everything it comes against us, not because it's against us, it's because for us, it works for us to face our dark side and to face our light, and to keep the balance, to create the balance. So, of course, if I say by each person is individual, each person has an individual karmic background, a level, a soul task, or the reason of incarnation. So it is more complex as we just can say, well, what's the recipe? But if well, I think everybody can do that, to exercise, to be myself, not by my thoughts, by my emotions and falling apart and like a ball, like a squash ball on the wall, because many people have that, more and more people. But if we understand that we are not those emotions, we are not those thoughts, we are not our ego, we are not our body. So if we find that centering, who I am, you feel now the energy. I start to bring down this energy, this connection, that the people can sense how that feels like. When I stop for a moment, breathe deep, breathing. Breathing is very important, to breathe consciously. So if we feel something is coming up and we are overwhelmed and we don't know what happens, go in the confidence, first of all, to the creation, to the divine, to God, however you want to call, or with the light, with your own higher self, with your own soul. Go in the confidence. This is the first step. If you cannot immediately do that, like that, because the most of people cannot, they are turning in some kind of programs all the time. So, but if I want to, then I can say, okay, so first of all, I'm not creating with my thoughts again the circles, which are creating again and again all kind of different hormones in my physical level, so that makes an addiction. And then the hormone is driving us through the thoughts. The thoughts can create emotions, but emotion can create also thoughts. So to find at least that a little bit of space to get out of this, like start to count and be conscious about what you're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you count as long you feel everything disappeared. You don't fight the thoughts. Just try to. This is a very simple that can do everyone. Everybody can do that if they want to. So you can count, and all of a sudden you feel there's a certain time where these hormones are pushing up and they go down, and then you start to get the space where you can find your way to your confidence, and then you ask for help, and then you try you are starting breathing consciously. Breathe through the nose, let it go up in the prana waves, and hold it for a second and controlled breathe it out through the nose. And when you do this, you breathe in light, and that works for you. And then you are just watching in the inside, that breathing, that feeling, how that feels like, how I'm breathing, how can I open myself, because breathing is life. So I'm breathing in life, I'm breathing in the confidence to life, the confidence to myself, and the love to myself. And I remember, oh, this is something everyone can do. And whatever it comes, I feel maybe sad, it comes up something, or I feel like crying, or chills, or beautiful feelings. I get like a fontaine of love in myself. I feel hugs, I can feel everything. Then not freaking out, please. Just let it happen and take it. And have the feeling, oh, I'm worthy. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm worthy. and I let it
Yes.
happen. We don't have to do. We don't have to fight. We don't have to uh, create big things. Just let it happen. Ask for it and open and let it happen. So open means go in the confidence.
Yeah.
If you
You
don't
I
want
love
to control.
I love the way you said that key word. Let the feeling happen. That is so important. That is so important to be in the present moment, just like Nina said. Hello, Nina, welcome. She's tuning in from Austria. I believe so. She's in Austria. Let me know, my dear Nina, where you tuning in from, Healing Millions. Let me know where you're watching us. Thank you for being here. It's so important. We often forget because we are busy, we are doing stuff, we're not in a present moment. We just brush our, worries or our anxiety away, and we forget why we are here. We forget how to be in the moment, how to feel, how to allow us to feel. Even if you're a light worker, you are allowed to feel whatever it's come to you. And then, just like Smoenjala said, breathe, 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 and you can shift that energy. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yes, Nina, she said she's in Austria. Well, welcome, welcome, Nina. Let's talk about a little bit what is really holding light workers back to fulfill their highest purpose. What would you say about that?
Well, not all of them. It
Yes,
depends.
some of them, yeah.
Some of them, because we all are somewhere in our path, in our growing process, and we are definitely individual, totally different, each one, and with different tasks, of course. But let's talk about first what is a light worker, because I think, well, this expression, a light worker, comes actually from the 90s, from the client channelings. He from Turi Carroll. So he put this expression as a light worker out in the world, and now it's very common. Now it's like, yeah, we know what it is. We know there exist light workers. Um, Before you said, if someone wants to be a light worker, this is not working like this. You cannot want to be something. You are something. Not. So, this is something you find back the way you feel it in yourself. You find it in yourself, that connection to that part of yours. So, to want to be something, this is the ego path, and this is exactly in back years, many years. There were a lot of spiritual movements, a lot of ways and techniques and a lot of things. And I don't say they're all wrong or something. There were like passes in 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 different terms. They made one pass and one piece. So it's like building up something. But many people are treating spirituality just the same way as they treat a job. Like, okay, I go for that and that teacher and I learn something, I learn a technique, and then I'm already a light worker and already a healer. No, you are not. You are spiritual bypassing, actually. So if we go to a teacher, the teacher is about to help us to find the way back to our inner source, to our true self. So, and help us to find that individual soul purpose of yours, why you are here, why are you incarnated here, and what is that what you feel it is calling you, and that's a big difference. It's not something I go and learn. It's to find back and to start to remember. And that's what is the job of a teacher, a spiritual teacher, to help you to find that back, to help you. It's like holding your hand and holding a lamp in the darkness to say, hey, here's your path. Look, here, I hold your hand. Just Just hold on, come with me to yourself. And when this is always the beginning, is always the hardest part, because a lot of fears, the ego fights, the ego wants to survive. So as more we drop the ego patterns and we turn to our center, to our love, to our light, which are first just a word, that we turn to the feeling of it. And this is our highest power, our highest tool to move everything in our life and to change everything in our life. So this is the point of a light worker. If you feel the call, then you will find that teacher who is yours. You see a lot of people on YouTube, but you will feel who is that one. You can go into resonance with it, and you feel this is my teacher. I want to go with that person. To jumping around and doing spiritual consume is also not the way, because you're falling apart. So you have to. It's not, you don't have to. You allowed to, and you can do the way that you choose for a path, and it is not about to choose a path which is like a tunnel, and I have a goal and I go there. That's not how it works, because it's more and more we are opening to our own multidimensionality, and we feel. This is what I teach to the people: how to feel, how to sense, how to communicate energetically. Don't do what I'm saying. Experience yourself. I'm showing you. I'm helping you to get the reflection. Yes, you are right. Yes, that what you saw, what you felt, it is right. So that helped me a lot when my teacher helped me in that. That gave me the feedback. Yes, you're sensing, your intuition is right. So on that we can build up and let go these fears. I'm not doing good. I don't know. I'm unsecure in that what I'm doing. But on the other hand, uh, to avoid that the ego drives us in a spiritual work, because with that we can harm and we create karma. So this is something is shifting very, very strongly. And I see some so-called, so-named spiritual people. They worked. They started a few years ago, but now it's very extreme. They made some kind of spiritual work, and they fell apart. It didn't work anymore. It just didn't work. And they didn't know what happened. But this is exactly what happens, what I said
Oh,
before.
yeah.
So to go back to that, what is a light worker, or how? Light worker is a soul who decided to incarnate here to clear up a lot of karma, to be a channel for light, who works with light. But how? In endless different ways is possible. So there are people, they're healing, they're teaching, they're making art, there are people, they're giving a good massage, but they have the heart. They're here to the touch. Or there are people, they're cooking food, they make special places, meditative places, or they make a special restaurant where they make a food with a very high quality, which is also a very big part and a very big issue, food in our society yet, and in the relation to the ascending and to the spiritual awakening. It's a very big issue. So, or someone is taking care of old people, or someone is working in the hospice, for example, with the heart and carrying really out all these healing processings of a soul. So to be a light worker, you don't have to be anything. Basically, you are a light worker because you incarnated because of this, and that's your higher purpose. But that doesn't mean anything special, that you are special something. That means that you have a task or different tasks. So you can work in different ways as a light worker. You can work with art. You can work all kind of art, or just to be. in that frequency of love, and just to walk around and smiling to people, smiling to children. They need a lot. And they already doing the most you can do in those moments. So only the ego needs, I am something big, I have to. No, you don't have to. Be that. This is what my guide said for years. Be yourself, the love, the expressed love. And it's really, and I'm walking somewhere, or sometimes I'm sitting in a restaurant. And this is a very beautiful example for that, what I said before. In Germany, a few months ago, 2 months ago, I was sitting in a restaurant, and it has a big terrace. And when I came, it was a child there sitting with the mother, like 10 years old girl. And I could see on her eyes, she sees my energy. And she was watching my energy. She looked at me and she starts to smile, not in a natural way, in a way of communication. We feel each other, we know each other. And then I entered in the restaurant, and maybe half an hour later she came in with her mother. And it's the same. She looked at me. I could see he's scanning my aura. He's scanning me. And she smiled with like a sun, like a beautiful little sun. So and of course, there is the communication of energy. Without any words, we exchanged information. We exchanged love. We exchanged a lot of light and energy. And by that, we were already potentiating.
Mm.
And this is to understand. The ego wants always loud. But these silence things, consciously, doesn't matter. No age, no color, no gender, no nothing. Just human being.
Yes.
And you feel the energy when I'm speaking. I'm speaking energy always.
Yes, yes.
And
And I love what you're saying, and I'm pretty sure our wonderful viewers are tapping into this wonderful energy, and you speak the truth. And I love the way you said we are here to find your true self. Light workers are helping you, holding your hands and show you step by step where you need to go to find yourself back to the highest self of you. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I wanted to shout out to Zoe. Is hi Zoe. Zoe is tuning in from Scotland, and she is one of my students. She's one of my clients. She made me this wonderful gift. I don't know if you can see it. It's a beautiful crystal. So
yes,
I really want to show this beautiful piece, what she made for me. So thank you so much. I cherish it. I have it with me all the time. So you see, you created something special. You created a higher energy in me because you gifted me this wonderful piece. And you're always here close to me. So thank you so much. Back to our conversation. What is the one activation what you can share with us, what you use with your clients and in your work to activate the light workers highest purpose? Because it is an activation, it is an energy shift to be in your highest purpose. Or
mm,
correct me if I'm wrong.
well, it's different. It's it's not like someone wants to come and then I just activate and that's it. This is not the way. The way is always basic, always to clean up, to be prepared. So by wanting, it doesn't work. A person has to be prepared. You see, this is something like many people. Um,
So you have to go to certain stage.
yes, this is your
Yes.
own. This is your own ascending process, your growth, your learning process. So, and to be prepared for pure spiritual ethic,
Mm.
human ethic, and for responsibility.
Mm.
You want, if you are ready, if you feel that call, that you want to work in a different way, not only be the love, and maybe you are working with animals and healing animals, which is a very, very big issue, another issue in this world, animals. And they are beautiful light souls, and they are really helping us. But the abuse and the amount of abuse, what happens with animals in the world, it's really, really terrifying. So that's another issue. But so many light workers are, for example, just helping animals because animals are holding a higher frequency of love. Not to forget, that's important. So when someone feels the call, that I work always very individual. I'm not working in kind of structures because my guide said to me like 25 years ago, um, don't work out any structures because everything is shifting so fast and faster and faster. Work in the moment, out of the divine channel. Always work in the moment. Always channel down in that second what is coming. So each time people come to me with all kind of things, whatever. Everybody has the point when they say, well, I want to change something, so I start somewhere. And in this moment, this is my biggest issue. I want to change that. And then starts to roll because we clean up the basics. So we make it's like transformating low frequency energies, like backgrounds of fears, backgrounds of different behaviors, and so we start to work this up. And at a certain point, someone is ready because it's changing the life. They learn a lot, and they are ready to say, okay, now I'm ready to meet my higher purpose and also to move in. Because many people they're just curious, but they are still kind of afraid of this responsibility. Responsibility is a very big issue, and that is very deeply coped with the victim pattern. And the humanity has a real problem with responsibility. And the ascension and the true light worker doesn't work without responsibility. That is not matching it, that's not working. So we have to we can go through this that a person get more and more freed up on all these karmic weights, mental blockages, uh, systems, belief systems, and all kind of things, and then they start to come up more in their higher frequency, in their own higher frequency, connected. Most of the people are not connected, or just a little bit. So to build out and to build up this connection, this channel needs cleaning, 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 allows frequency, higher frequencies, and the job is to learn to keep the higher frequencies, not going up, going down, going up, going down. So to learn to keep the frequencies, and then it starts to be yours. That's the point. And when it starts to be yours, then it's integrated. Before, it's just like you go to a restaurant to have a good food and go home and you have, I don't know, profits, you know. So it's just the same. So you go up and with the teacher, but the inner work, what you do, I'm just holding the hand, I'm just helping. But the inner work, each one has to do themselves to stay with this energy, to work with it, to get conscious, and all of a sudden your life is just something else because you change your view, you change your position. And
Yes.
when you are on that point, then you are actually ready to move on, to be a light worker, a real light worker, because then you start to be authentic.
Yes.
Because otherwise it starts to work against you. And I'm not saying like pushing up and not moving on because I'm still not perfect. I'm still not pure enough, or some this kind of ego start things. No, no, no. It's about to feel how far can I be and move out of the heart and being authentic. That's the point.
Mm.
And what moves me, and to start to be honest to myself. What moves me really, not what I'm painting out a painting about it, what I thought, what I think, what I want. It's not my truth. So my authenticity is the basic. So to reach the authenticity, that is what we work for. And then the person say, wow, I feel that animals are calling me. Many people have with horses or dogs or cats, or this is calling me, or it's calling me, oh, I want to make music. I never made music, or whatever. I just want to hug people, or give a healing touch, or just making a beautiful gardening, and help people to come in this garden and find healing, to bring people back to the nature, for example. So there can be thousands, millions of ways how you do your part from this whole as a light worker, if you want to call like this. You see, and this is coming more and more by the people.
Thank you for sharing that. That's an amazing, amazing insight. And I love the way you said, step in. You have to allow yourself to step in to your
Yes.
calling, and you have to be ready. So you have to prepare. You have to have this. You have to follow the stages to able to get. You have the preparation and then the acknowledgement, and you have to step in through your higher self, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful, and I'm so admiring you for the work what you do, everything what you do. You know, it is so spectacular. You really leaving an impact on people's life, and thank you so much for all what you do. I wanted to share still a couple more pictures before we wrap up, because I love the way um, you are creating healing through your paintings as well. um, and I want to get your permission, if I may, to show a couple of pictures for
Yeah.
our viewers, because you put in so much healing frequencies into these pictures. People really been touched, people been healed all over the world. I know fact through myself as well. When I see these pictures, I really feel the divine power. I call it God. I love God. I'm a God-fearing woman, and one of the pictures specifically speak very deeply to me. I know the picture, and I'm pretty sure you know which picture I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
I would like to, get some of the pictures just quickly to show our beautiful viewers what is the work, what you do, and they can find all of these amazing pictures on your website, and they can reach out to you. I love it. I love it. They can reach out to you through your website, and they can connect with you. They can book sessions with you.
Yeah.
And also, you're preparing a beautiful space for retreats. It's almost ready, and I can't wait to hold our joint retreat. Maybe next year, if it's not ready this year, but I'm sure next year will be ready. So watch out, ladies, because whoever is called to be in our presence, we're gonna create a very secret space in Hungary, and you will able to get authentic food and being present in person with Smoenjala, and one to one, hand to hand, you able to be in the present and experiencing her work and be connected with the higher self, with the divine. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. I have chills just thinking about it. So, my beautiful viewers, before we're gonna end the show, before we're gonna let you go, I know you loved our session, you loved our show. A lot of golden nuggets, a lot of information was actually shared in today's live stream. Go ahead, and if you resonate with the message, go ahead and reach out to us, because we are here to help you. We are here to guide you step by step. I have some amazing events coming up. The one event which I would like to share is going to be the 28th of June. Um, Let me see if I can share that. Yes, the Heart of the Soul. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a 1 day wonderful expo. You can come and join us. I'm going to be there. You can come see me live in person. That's going to be the 28th of June. Also, I have a beautiful quiz ready for you. This is free of charge. I will drop the link for you. And also, because you are here today and you're watching us, even if you're here live and watching, or just, wanting to scroll in and tap in and watch the replay, I will give you a free gift, a 21-day inner transformation journal. This is free for you. You can able to get this and download it. I will send you the link. It's going to be in the comments. Go ahead and just drop I want my journal, and I will reach out to you personally and I will send it to you. And please get in contact and connect with my amazing guest, Smoenjala. This is her information. You can find her on Facebook as well, and you can just send her an email or just look her website and connect, and she will gladly to have a chat with you. Thank you so much for being here today. I really loved our company together. Come back, come back, because our viewers love you. Our viewers love your wisdom. Our viewers love everything what you share with us. So thank you. Any final words before we wrap up?
Well, if someone has a live question, in case I would like to answer that live, that's to say goodbye. And if no one has a question now, um, I would say energies are going stronger and stronger. What that means, the change is we get a velocity which most people are not prepared. So prepare yourself. However, find your coach, find your spiritual teacher, uh, or go just to your inside, or go to the nature, or everybody finds a way that you can take in. Don't freak out. That's the point. There's happening so much. Planet Earth is changing. We have so much inputs from the universe, from the sun. There are no words to explain that, what I see energetically happening. So please don't freak out, go in the confidence, whatever happens, because you are the master of your reality. And that's chilling now.
Yes.
I wish everybody a wonderful day, an evening, and thank you for inviting me again. And
Thank you
thank
for being here. Thank you for being here. Till next time, guys. See you next time. Bye. Take care.
you. Bye bye.